Tonight, we kick off a new feature you'll be seeing here every Monday night. It's called On the Go. It's a look at the people and the places of the Central Coast.
Mike Walter joins us now with the first installment of On the Go. This is a story about a young man who has a gift. Mike?
Certainly does. Leslie, all of us have seen someone like him, a young kid doing some gardening. It's easy to dismiss a kid like that, but you might find when you take a closer look some real talent. Talent just waiting to be discovered. That's the case with Gary Shipman, at least.
Gary Shipman is like most kids just out of high school. He's working at odd jobs at a Salinas condominium project. One quick glance at his pruning, and you can tell he's good with his hands. But you don't realize just how good he is until you see him at work in his home.
I started at the end of junior high in 8th grade, and then I started doing it on a regular basis. I like what I do, and people like it too because they buy it and stuff.
Like most fledgling artists, people are buying his works, but the establishment is handing Gary nothing but rejection slips. He recently submitted his work to some of the top comic book publishers in the country. They politely told him they weren't interested. But Gary is getting encouragement from the people who really count.
I went and talked to some of the artists that work for the companies, and they like my stuff.
His bedroom is adorned with a collection of rare comic books, comics he began picking up when he was in the 6th grade. He hopes that one day his own work will be here too.
Shipman's work isn't just confined to comic books, though. As you can see behind me, he created this mural here at Salinas High School. He did it in his senior year. It stands now as a monument to the high school students who will follow in his footsteps.
It's super realistic. It's, like you said, he's dealing more with comic books, and it's like a stage he's in, but it's a developed stage. It's not stale. So Gary, he can do still life, he can do surrealistic, he can do people. So it's kind of a branch of what his capabilities are.
So while his former high school art teacher boasts about his ability, Gary continues to cut, knowing that he is at the cutting edge, knowing that someday someone other than his teacher will take notice, and he will be discovered.
I just keep going. There's nothing else I can do, is just keep going. I have fun doing it just on my own.
Next week, we hope to bring you a look at a man that could teach Gary a lesson or two, another artist with a few years under his belt.
Somebody who's been around a while. Gary, now, we see a lot of cartoon work. Does he have a particular strip in mind? Does he have a character such as Dagwood or Dennis the Menace?
You know, it's funny. He was at a recent cartoon convention with Gus Arreola and Hank Ketchum, and we know who they are. They're right here in Monterey County as well. He says he liked them in, but he doesn't particularly like their comic strips so much. He does like that. You get a sense of what he likes, the type of pictures you keep seeing over and over again.
Yeah, sinister looking almost.
More sinister,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay, Mike, good story. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.